Hey guys, welcome to my first official podcast, the Burnout to Brilliance podcast. I'm so excited that you're here. I am Kim, and an Ayurvedic practitioner, wellness consultant, and going to start my PhD in integrative and functional nutrition. So I'm here to share all the good stuff with you when it comes to your health and when it comes to burnout. If you watch my intro video, you know I really am tying in these wellness concepts to burnout because I've been there and I know how debilitating it can be and how it can feel. And I know a lot of us are feeling that way in the world right now. And you don't have to live like that. There's lots of different tools that we can use. If you're waking up tired all the time, you feel like you're just pushing yourself through the day, you have brain fog, you might be snapping at people that you love, wondering why being successful feels so draining. Even if you feel like you're living your purpose, you're just still not happy with how things are going. That's what we're really going to get into in this podcast, and how we tie our unique energy and our daily rhythms back into our health and use that as a foundation for clarity, vitality, and purpose. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, today I really wanted to talk about the kind of biology of burnout and what that is, and really go into these unique energies that I keep talking about. So, burnout, you might think that it's in your head, but it's really not. It's a biological reaction to imbalances that you are experiencing based off of your unique energy flow in your body. So, burnout happens when your nervous system gets overloaded. You feel stuck on that fight or flight mode, and your stress response kind of never shuts off, even when you're resting. And you just, you get to this point and you hear, well, let's just do some positive affirmations. But positive affirmations don't work when everything in your system is out of whack and going haywire, and you don't really know where to go from there, or you just feel lost and confused and disconnected. And these elements are more dominant at particular points in your life. And when these elements become out of balance, that's when we start showing these symptoms that I went over. And that's when burnout can start to happen. And so there's three specific types of energies that you are more dominant in. The first one is vata. Vata is a mixture of air and space. And for people that are more dominant in vata, you are likely more creative, more innovative, you're a quick thinker, you're adaptable. In a working environment, vatas are very creative and innovative people. They like to create things like content creation, design. They love being entrepreneurs because they're always thinking of new ideas. They thrive in flexible environments, and they like being spontaneous, and they like new ideas being brought to them or coming up with new ideas. Pitta women are a mixture of fire and water. So Pitta women are very driven. They're very focused, very analytical, and they're natural leaders. So in a working environment, Pitta people do very well in competitive roles. They like consulting. They're very goal oriented. They like project management and leadership positions. And they like a more structured work environment and a clear path. Hatha women are a combination of earth and water, and they're more patient, steady, reliable, and nurturing. They thrive in caretaking roles, so like human resources, teaching, caregiving, and they like commitment and to feel valued in their work. And so when we talk about becoming imbalanced, and becoming imbalanced can be from doing things that go against your natural energy. So eating the wrong foods, having the wrong daily routines, um, watching, stuff that is not good for you, like upsetting things, watching the news all the time, scrolling through social media all the time. All those little tiny things can create imbalances. But also being in the wrong job or the wrong position, or having, kind of feeling off in your purpose, that can create imbalance too and eventually lead to burnout. So vatas, when they become imbalanced, They can become very overwhelmed and scattered and prone to anxiety. Um, and this especially happens when they have too many responsibilities put on them or things are very inconsistent. So, Vatas do really well with establishing daily routines, scheduling regular breaks in their schedule, creating a very nice, warm, organized working environment for themselves, and practicing really grounding activities like yoga and meditation. Pittas can become overly competitive. They can be irritable and prone to burnout due to intense drive and being a perfectionism. And so that's how that kind of shows up with their work environment. And to balance a pitta, pittas need to emphasize a coolness in diet and environment, prioritize relaxation and stress reducing techniques, and cultivate compassion towards their colleagues. So kaphas in their work, when they become imbalanced, can become lethargic, they're resistant to change, they lack motivation, and this happens when they're stuck in a sedentary or repetitive job. To balance a kapha, you can incorporate stimulating activities, variations in your routine, seeking out new challenges, and including invigorating exercise and lighter foods for kapha. So that's just kind of touching up on a very small aspect of these energies. I kind of just wanted to introduce those to you today and really kind of um, tie in how that has to do with our work and how we show up for our purpose and in our daily life, and how that can create a sense of burnout and how we can get out of that burnout. So, for today, I'm going to post the link to the dosha quiz below. I want you to go and take the dosha quiz to find out which energy you're more dominant in, and you can read up on it. And then that way, when you come back and listen to more podcasts, and I talk about these different energies and these different doshas, you'll know exactly which one you are, and you can go from there. So, thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe to follow me for more of these details. Again, this is my first podcast, still trying to get used to everything. So, I know it will get better over time. Remember, your health is your power, and I will see you next time.